Okay, everyone, I am here. Oh, yes, it's just told me that I'm live.
Mine doesn't tell me.
No, I've just got a thing on my iPad.
There you are.
Okay. I'm just putting this video in the right places. I'm just going to it. Jeez, I should have done that at the start. Let's hold it for go. Hello, Trish and Robin, Lorraine, Gail, Pam, and Jacqueline. How are we all? And hello to Sandra and Joe or Joanne over on the tube. And interesting thing, so waiting for my phone to update. I thought, oh, yep, I better do the update. But little did I realise how long that was going to take. That was a bit of a misnomer. And because I'd already got the stream sort of organised, YouTube puts up this pink thing with this pink unicorn stick thing, and says the video is coming, so they can sit there and wait. They get notified that the video is coming before it even happens. Quentin, you're probably not subscribed to my channel. Oh, you probably don't, dude.
I am not the biggest subscriber.
So made this for the weekend so people can. And now at Scrapbook Fantasies is our YouTube handle, our Facebook handle, and our Instagram handle. So I fixed that. You know, just many things I had to do today. And we've been to grade 4 today. Noah, Naomi, and I have been. Oh, that's not this kit. That's for something else. I've got a record class after this. I'm going to do a pre-recorded class. That's a dodge. Yes, we've been to grade 4 today. To all the kids and I. And Amelia goes to me, you know what? I saw a kid at school this afternoon, and you know what? They had an angel like that angel stamp. You're going to stamp for me to do some Christmas cards. And I'm like, yep, that's because I was at grade 4 today. Oh, okay. I thought they stole it.
I didn't say I thought they stole it.
I thought that's what you said. Well, what did you say?
I said, oh.
Oh. I thought you said you thought they'd stolen Mum's stamp or something. Or then Mum might have bought it.
Yeah. I thought their mum bought it and made it for the kids.
No. I was at grade 4 today. Okay. So, got all this.
Sorry, my comment just disappeared on.
Hello, Di. Oh. Yeah, Joanne's back now. Hello, Deborah and Dee. Love the sign. I thought it was about time I got my act together. Probably should have done that like nearly 3 years ago. You need to have that paper for every class. I know, Dee. I do. I need to laminate it so it doesn't get trashed. But then it'll be shiny. A bit late tonight, evening. Yep. Hello, Karen. How are you? We spoke to Karen on the phone this morning on our way to school.
And sent your happy mail off, Karen.
I'm just wondering. So, I could do a double. Or love these. If you missed last night, this is last night.
I didn't post about that this morning.
So what I'm recording after this is actually going to involve this. And I'm trying to work out how I'm going to get it to you guys as well. When?
Oh, Dee was going to call us today. Oops.
Oh, yeah, Dee was going to call us today. I was meant to tell you that.
Okay.
Do I do a double or do I do a single that's got something interactive on it? Oh, love the little meerkat. I've never been a real fan of meerkats, but they're crazy little characters, aren't they? I do love these flowers. It's on a good circle. Food for thought, that, isn't it? Okay. So you could do like a wreathy thing out of the animals. That's pretty cool.
Sorry, I was just chatting with someone. Where are we? Can I ask if my retreat kit has gone out yet, please? No, Jacqueline. Queensland is leaving starting tomorrow.
Queensland starts leaving tomorrow. Some of you don't have enough for your retreats to get posted by.
Trish said the circle's long.
It is, but our title is adventurous.
Debbie, sorry she's late.
How big is that bread and butter plate? 8 inches, isn't it? Can you get me one? I still got to do the top of the giraffe's head. I probably should do that. I can't exclude him just because I didn't feel like cutting him out. So we'll have a roundup video in the morning. And if you, I hope you don't miss it because it's got new product in it. And remember that tomorrow morning is the start of this GIX or Great International Craft Show we're doing this weekend, which is also our birthday weekend, which is also Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend. So we're actually continuing on things. Some things will continue on to Monday. But each day there will be, maybe, let me have a look. Let me just have a look-see here. If my stuff is still in here. Okay, yeah. I'm going to show you what we're doing on the weekend. Just gotta put it. Down. Sorry, just.
Can I pay now?
What for?
That's what I was
So.
Linnea been catching up on YouTube today.
There we go.
Tomorrow there'll be lots of live YouTubes.
Rightio. So this is what we. So this is what's happening on the weekend. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and maybe some of Monday. So we've got daily discounts. So awesome discounts from some of the biggest and best paper crafting brands, being us to start with. Go to watch our Facebook all weekend, and then free classes with us, the mother-daughter team, Naomi, John, and I. And then, because we're doing 4 classes Thursday, we're actually now doing 5 on Thursday, but one's somewhere else. But we're going to get that to you guys in any case. We will get you that 5th class because it's still our intellectual property. So there'll be 5 Thursday, 3 Friday, 5 Saturday, and 4 Sunday. Oh, I'm showing you my hands and you can't see them because they're on another screen. Free postage for orders over $100. Now, our postage rate actually changes next week, next Thursday.
Yes.
Right. Did I do all of them? Free postage, free classes, daily discounts. Oh, daily catch-ups. Pre-prepared for daily catch-ups where we will share new exclusive products. So there's new products each day for the 4 days. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's going to be new products each day. And I'm showing you my hand again, and you can't see it on the other screen. And there's going to be a super special every day. And join our creative family.
Sandra just asked what time will the roundup be? That's a great question.
Yep, that's an awesome question, Sandra. That roundup's going to be when I get myself rounded up. I'm going to try for around 8:30 each day. Maybe 9. So my bread and butter plate from IKEA is 8 1/4 inches wide. See? It's definitely an IKEA bread and butter plate. And I'm going to use part of paper number 5. Oh, and we're going to put our giraffe man, guy or person. So, and we're going to make this an interactive page. So, yeah. So I want to make sure that it fits. Yep. And I've got to make it right up this end up here. Don't look at what you're cutting up, Elisa. Yep. Where I put the pencil? No, I did hand it back to me. So if you're, the some of the specials will turn up in the clearance section. I'm going to say that sometimes in classes there will be a discount code that you only get when you watch the class. Yep. So yeah.
Daisy reckons you're going to be exhausted Sunday night.
Oh, I'm going to be stuffed. Monday I'm going to the doctor.
That's pre-arranged.
That's already pre-arranged. I've been waiting for weeks to go back to the doctor. So apparently the neurologist has sent something back. Is she all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just comes to our sister iPad.
No, but she's making some sounds like she's having a bit of an asthma attack out there.
I think that was her trying to lift the heavy bag.
So Noah is now officially finished. He went in and he put some finishing touches on his sculpture today that came out of the kiln yesterday. And, yep. And then when we put these around...
different noises.
Sorry. Sorry. Something's just got up my nose. So this piece here, paper 5, frame from our fussy code. We're using On Safari, by the way. Sorry. So let's cut an 11-inch by 11-inch piece from this. But if we cut that, don't just cut it. If we cut that, it's going to cut like here, and that's dodge. So what we're going to cut is we're going to cut like, so we're going to start and we're going to cut a little bit off all 4 sides. So you've got to cut a bit off all 4 sides. You need to slow down and just not just cut it at 11 inches. So the first cut, we're going to cut at 11.5 inches. So we're going to cut it at 11.5, and then we're going to turn it 1 turn. We're going to turn in the same direction the whole time. And then we're going to cut the second cut at 11.5 inches again. And then we're going to turn and we're going to start cutting at 11 inches. So now I'm going to cut at 11 because we're opposite to that first 11.5. I'm going to cut 11 inches and 11 inches. And then we get, because if we just cut at 11 in the first place, we would have like hacked here and it wouldn't have been any good. We would have ended up with a disaster.
So what actual size is it in the end here?
11 by 11. Oh dear. He wanted the scribe. He is not at work because he has hurt his back. Apparently. So this piece of craft, we're going to cut at 10 3/4 inches by 10 3/4 inches. Let's test that, see if you like it. Looks nice. And then the other piece, this other full piece of craft, let's just move all that over there. Scooch that up. By the way, if you haven't done the new iPhone update, it's insulting. It's big writing. Like the clock on the front is like huge.
I thought it was, intuitive. Those that wear glasses get big enough.
Well, it probably is it. So now I'm going to cut this into a 1-inch frame. So I'm going to measure 1 inch from the edge and cut in. So I'll get a frame. So on my trimmer, this is the 1-inch mark here, and that's what I'm going to use as my guide. If you don't have a big bit on this side, you'll have to balance it that way. But if you've got 1 inch over here to the right of your blade, use that. So this is 1 inch from my blade. So I'm going to line it up with the 1-inch mark, and I'm going to start my blade. This can't be done on Lopper Chopper. 1 inch in. So my blade cuts in the center of this little box. So right in the center of this box is where my blade is cutting. Right? So I have one at work, and I actually, and someone's cleaned it off, I actually have measured the center of this little box, and that's where my blade is.
So that's not the piece you cut down that we're cutting down.
No, this is not the piece we cut down. This is the other 12-inch piece. So see how I've only gone and I've stopped an inch from each end? And let's turn it round. So hopefully we get lots of new customers on the weekend. People discover us and find out about our awesome products. We kind of need it heading into uncertain times, so we need to spread the word about Scrapbook Fantasies and how, well, this is going to sound like I've got a big head, but how cool we are. And it's not just me, it's Quentin and Noah and Naomi John and Milton's still involved. Guys don't realize it, but Milton's still there in the background. He's actually going to be a little tiny bit more involved in some parts of the business, but you guys won't actually notice it. You'll actually receive things from him, but you won't notice it. And if Quentin doesn't start speeding up with the getting this postage done, he's going to see Milton a little bit more too. I had a grizzle. I had a grump. I like the brown side. I'm going to turn it over and use the brownie side, not the ginger side. I do like the brownie side of it. I don't know. I'm odd. And that's not squarish. It's squarish. Do I have to distress it? I think I do. One of these is not like the other. Rightio. So we're going to have 3 sides looking good, and we're going to have a dodge corner. I think it is my brown piece. I think my frame, I didn't hold it well enough. I think this piece, I didn't hold it well enough in my trimmer, and I've got like a dodgy corner. But I'm gonna fix that.
Stick a line on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick a critter on that. So down in this bottom corner here, I got a dodgy bit. Right? I'm gonna cover that. Stick. Look. I stuck a line on it. That is my kids being crazy in the lounge room, or our kids. Actually, I can't take full credit for how crazy they are. I do like this one here. Oh, I'm worrying that I'm not going to get my interactive into this page. Deary me. How am I going to make it interactive?
Wow.
She'd be right.
You could consult an engineer and make it like
You could consult an engineer.
one of those doors that flip in and out. Bifold door.
Yeah. Right, yeah. So I think at this point in time, we probably need to be working out if we're going to put a photo on this thing. And I said interactive, didn't I? Okay, we've got this scrappy bit left over. And I'm going to square it up. Just in case when I put it in my other trimmer, I didn't quite get it right. I know I didn't. And let's start with a photo. Let's start with a photo. Let's do 3 5x7s.
Jacqueline says to pop out.
What's that?
Maybe animals pop-ups.
Yeah. Actually, let's do
3.
Let's do 2 5x7s. Yeah, let's do 3 5x7 photos. Black is not in your kit. Okay. So it's 7 inches across by 5 inches high. And I always do across first. So you've all got to order lots this weekend to keep Noah busy. What? What? He says?
I've still got to chase up with what time where this school is for Sunday.
Actually, Noah and Quentin are away on part of the weekend. They leave on Saturday. Okay. So I want to show you how you build this, like how you come up with what you're going to do. So we've got 5x7 photos. We've got 3 5x7 photos and we've got 1 page we're going to fit them on. So they're going to go on here, right? And the thing is, you're going to want to put it on here and go, okay, so I want to put this on my page, but I really don't have enough to make a full flippy thing, but I really want to make a flippy page, and this is what I want to use. So you actually have to go from your photo and build out. So this photo is 5x7, right? And am I going to mat the photo before I put it on there? You know, am I going to put a mat on it here and put it on the front, and then on the inside, because I don't have a lot of paper left, it's just going to have a slightly bigger border. Am I happy with that? You know, or do I want it all to be a nice little border? So let's do a nice little craft border. Oh, we need to have this on the front. No, I've got an idea. So I'm not going to mat it. I'm just going to put it straight on here. So that means that this needs to be 7 1/4 inches across by 5 1/4 for my mat portion. And then we'll need like an inch, at least an inch for our hinge mechanism. So we're going to cut a piece that's 7 1/4 inches by 6 1/4 inches. So let's do that. So let's cut it 7 1/4 by 6 1/4, and that's going to accommodate our hinge. You really shouldn't make your hinge anything smaller than an inch. Trust me, mistake made on more than one occasion. So then we get our scoreboard out, and don't just go, oh, I think it's this way. Sit your photo on it. Yeah. And go, okay, it needs to go here. So I know that I made a 1 inch hinge. So let's score it 1 inch from the end. So it's going, so we've got our 7 1/4 going up and down and our 6 1/4 across. And we're going to score it 1 inch in. See, then our photo sits on here with a nice little border around. Beautiful. So this is not an easy cheats. This is not the easy way, easy cheater reader way to make a interactive page, because let's fold this, because we now have to cut our page. You could stick it on and pretend it's not there. Done it before. You could stick this on and pretend that that does not exist. It's doable. Easily done. But we're not going to do that. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to distress this. Oh my gosh. See, this was meant to be an easy class tonight because I've got to do a video after this. But it's not. Because I don't have enough to do what I was going to do. I probably should have picked a small photo size And then I could have just cut a nice, easy flippy thing and whacked it on the page. But this kind of flipper doesn't actually fall out of your album. This is the sort that is there forever. Now, I don't distress my very outside piece. These distresses are quite good because you've got 7 spots. They shouldn't blunten. They should last 7 times longer. And trust me, I have made edge distresses go black. My mum used to make them go black. My mum used to distress everything.
You just 7 surfaces to get paint on.
Sorry?
You just 7 surfaces to get paint on.
7 surfaces to get paint on. See, my mum was that mum that when I got on the school bus in the morning to go to high school, she was in her 90 at the dining table painting. And when I would get home in the afternoon off the school bus, and it was an hour plus each. Well, actually, we didn't get home until over 2 hours after school had finished in the afternoon. And she, so we left home at about 7:45 in the morning, and we didn't get home, or 7:30. We probably walked out the door. We didn't get home until 5:15, 5:30. So she was still in her 90 at the dining table painting. A true artist was my mother. Okay, so we could ink this, but I'm not going to. It's gonna take a little long, or am I going to? Maybe I'll. Am I going to ink it, Quentin, or is that just going to take too long?
Up to you, my dear.
Let's just ink it.
I went to check for my bag for my chocolates, but it will be.
Yep, they flogged all your chocolates. She shouldn't have told them where your chocolates were in your bag. I told him not to eat her chocolate, but some of the other reading staff people at school, they gave books to the kids. I would have rather that than chocolate.
She is a lovely little reader. She reads quite well.
She sent 2 letters to Santa.
Yeah. She knows all about things going missing in the post.
This is just walnut stain that I'm using.
I think put a link up to this week's flower.
No, you know how it feels. What are you fighting about?
The hammer took off before I was ready.
Oh, were
And
you
really
hoping
claimed it was cheating. And
did you hope that you could cheat?
No, we're meant to go at the same time for a race.
Yeah, but you usually go first and you cheat.
Sandra would like to know what time the roundup would be.
Yeah,
We've already answered
that.
Fine.
Why are you wearing your sister's shirt that's my shirt?
You stole my shirt?
It's a 3-generational shirt now.
Yeah, it's
3 generations. It is not. It's two daughters and a mum.
So
They are completely different generations.
I'm the same as Mum. Mum's the same as me. And Mary's the same as me, and I'm the same as Mary. Good night, hello, goodbye.
Right. Give me a kiss. Give me a look at those teeth. They need another clean. My sister needs to stop chewing gum.
What? You need to stop chewing gum, Missy.
That's it. Pineapple is now mine.
No, give me that pineapple.
Give that a kiss.
How come you taste like chewing gum?
No, that's because I scratched my teeth.
These don't go funny as quick as anything else. These last longer.
how are we going to sell lots of them? That's terrible.
Doesn't matter. I think things that last better are better.
Yes.
Much better. Oh, inking was a dumb idea.
Just pulling up a link.
I want to go back and change my plan.
So I just put up a link this week's fast.
There's a couple left.
Yeah. It's not many. I like that.
It's not many.
Not big, really.
So do both sides of the fold. Same on the inside.
You can't help being a thorough teacher, said Debbie. That's brilliant.
Rightio. So let's stick these together. You don't stick that on. You stick this middle piece to this one first. Still fighting. So you always put your tape on the back of the thing that's going on top, not on the front of the thing that's underneath. Otherwise, you just don't know where the tape's going to be seen. If you put tape on this piece, you just don't know where it's going to be.
Where are we going to be next week?
Oh, I said you've got to, where you got to put the tape. You've got to put tape on the back of the thing that goes on top, not tape on the front of the thing underneath.
That is a great idea for holding corners.
So let's have a look. Yep, this is our dodgy corner. We're going to do our bottom right as our dodgy corner. It doesn't look as bad now with the gee workers. That looks really awful. No, let's turn this around. That's better. This is why we just turn the corner over a little bit, because it gives us that opportunity to make it look how we want it to look. And this is our dodgy corner down here.
Thank you to everyone for all the beautiful messages on our birthday post.
Yeah, I've got to get in, and I didn't even go on Facebook today, so I've got to go in and thank everyone. Thank you, but truly thank you.
Crazy week.
Yeah. Second last week of primary school for Catholic schools. Mealy's at a Catholic school, so that's why I was at grade 4 this week. Because we finish next week. Next week's huge. This Friday, there's no Friday night scrap along this week because we are at a school concert this Friday night. I've still got to make a sailor. I've got to make a stripy dress into a sailor's costume by Friday. I've got to find a pair of red gym boots. Yeah. It'll be right. I can't drive. I still can't drive. That's driving me nuts. So we're going to stick our circle on. I like it like that. So what we're going to do is peel one piece. And we're going to get it that we like the four sides, and it's sort of evenish. So one piece. And then we're going to peel the others. Right. I've actually seen people that stick them on like this, like stick that on there like that. Can still pull off in time. I'm gonna show you the longevity way. Okay, so what I need to do is I need something. Oh my gosh, this page is going to drive me nuts. Okay, I think it needs some flicky, smushy stuff in the background. So let's get our ink that we inked with. So the ink you inked with, some of that in one plastic packet. And lots of water. And a paintbrush. And we're going to scoop it up with the paintbrush and then flick it on. So it's quite light. Let's put a bit down here. We don't want it to be equal in the four corners because this one's a bit lighter because it's, you know, we want it to be different and interesting. So let's just flip that over. Let's put more on this time. If I had the re-inker, I'd be in a better place. Not quite as much ink. So not quite as much water. So we can get like a darker spot. Should have started with a darker one and then it will be different. It does look the same, but it will be different, trust me. Ish. Shouldn't do too many because I need it to dry. I don't know how old that water is. Oops, I just got that on something. Okay, so that needs to dry. While that's drying over there, let's get this organised. So we're going to stick a photo here. It's a lot of tape, but I don't want it to fall off. So I'm going to stick one on the front, one on the back, and remember, it's going to flip up. So it's going to be that way. I don't cut the middle out of this mechanism. If I was putting mats on here, I'd cut the middle out of those, but I don't cut the middle out of this piece here because it's a piece of structural engineering. Okay, so let's cut mat for this. Now, if I cut this at 5 1/4 by 7 1/4, it's identical to this, and I run the risk of it sort of sticking out. But But then again, it is a good idea. Right, yeah, let's do that. I think that's going to be easier for you guys to stick it on in any case. So from number 4, paper 4, we're going to cut a 7 1/4 inch by 5 1/4 inch piece. We're going to get our bit here and we're going to test it that it's not seen. So I'm going to hold it up against, and it's not seen. So you can't see it around. So that's all good. If you could see it, we needed to trim it. Rightio.
That was from paper 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, let's ink that.
Well, 7 1/4 by 5.
Yeah. Cut the bigger measurement first when you're cutting from scraps so that you know you're going to have enough. Always try and tell you which one to cut first to get the best scraps, and the best from your scraps, and also the best from your, so you're less likely to not have enough. So let's cut the middle out of that photo mat. I made a bit of a disaster there. Oh, crud. That's dodgy. That's a fake photo. Hopefully it doesn't pick me up for that. Hopefully I don't get pinged on that one. So let's stick that on there. Let's tape around the outside edge of our photo mat so we can stick it on. And we're going to put a little bit of tape in the middle here. And that's going to help us when we go to stick it on. That's going to help us with our guidance on where to stick it. Okay. So let's get all our creatures. Oh dear. The adventurous word. We might colour our adventurous word while we wait. I'm waiting for ink to dry. We're not heating it. If we heat it, it'll warp and then it'll be a dodgy, flippy thing. Rightio. Oops. Let's get our adventurous word and let's just colour it. Let's do just very slowly with our mister. Just do some little splatters on here. And they're actually going to just a few little droplets. You can see little droplets. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get like, oh dear. My crafty friend has been at my dry baby wipes, and then when I splotch that on it, see how it pulls it up and changes it. So walnut stain actually has purple in it.
Ronnie's being nurse Ronnie again with a dad.
So I'm just going to dry that a bit more on here. That's dry, and then I'm going to add a bit more ink. So I get like some bits with more and some bits with less and blotchy bits. and grungy bits, but I'm trying not to move it too much. It's damp now. If I move it, it's gonna get dodge. So some bits, those bits that were sort of like the lilac-y white, they're gonna take the ink different. That. So see how it's got blotchy bits. I don't know if you can see that it's blotchy. Maybe not, but it's blotchy. Trust me. Trust me. Oh, Bronny, I wish I could help you. It's a man thing, isn't it? Try. It's hot here. And it's not drying. I'm going to have to heat it. Don't heat yours. Just don't do it. You don't want to be here at midnight watching me wait for paint to dry. So if you move around, I find that when you come back around again, things dry quicker. Like by moving around, it actually does dry a whole lot quicker. Oh, I think I just burnt that. Just gonna get it to reshape a little bit. Rightio. Just trying to get it to cool down a bit. Rightio. Okay. So we've got a bodgy corner down here. We're going to put this about 1/2 inch in there. Okay. So what we're going to do, let's get a ruler and go measure up from the bottom and go, okay, so I'm going to put my fold at the 8.5 inch mark. So I'm making a mark here on the side. I'm going to measure up this side 8.5 inches as well.
Sandra was asking, did you score? Not score. Did you distress the piece that has the score line?
Not yet. We're going to get it in there first. So I've come up 8.5 inches from the bottom on my two sides. And I've got it upside down because it's easier. I'm going to come across. I'm going to find my 2 marks on each side. I don't just make a mark on one side and then think I'm straight going across. I actually make the mark on both sides. And I know I want to come in 1/2 inch from the edge of this inner middle piece. Not these outer pieces, this inner middle piece. 1/2 inch in from it. Now I'm going to say flippers work better when you actually cut them horizontal. Sounds really silly. So I'm going to go 1/2 inch in, and then we're going to come across 7 1/4 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1/4. And that's there. I'm going to put that mark there and that mark there. Okay, then I'm going to get my glass cutting mat and see if I've got a craft knife. Let's turn that one off. Okay. I've got my craft knife that's hidden in the drawer so I don't cut myself. So we're going to put our ruler on the piece that we're going to keep pristine. So that's your top piece. So when your flipper goes in your page, this top piece is the bit you're going to see on the front of front of the page. That's the bit you put your ruler over to protect. So if you slip and have an oopsie daisy, it's okay for it to be under here because we can fudge that and fix that. But we want it to be nice on the top. So we're going to pop our ruler. I'm right-handed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my ruler and I'm going to line it up again with my 2 marks. I'm going to double check that my 1/2 inch is correct. I'm going to check that my marks are in the right place. And I'm going to start just like 1/2 or 3/4 of a millimeter on the other side of it. And I'm going to come through in a couple of bites. I'm cutting through a layer of pattern paper and a layer of cardstock. And it's not just any old cardstock. It's not cheap run-of-the-mill cardstock. It's good stuff craft. Okay. And I know when I'm through. And by cutting a little tiny bit on each end, it gives me ease for the depth of the cardstock. So before we do anything, we're going to test drive. Does it go in here easily? Does it sit nice? Yeah. I've got easement to get it in and out. There we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to erase our marks. Get rid of the payment to sort those. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, are we going to distress that?
Or he said the title looks awesome.
Just going to look at it and decide if I'm going to distress this. I'm not going to distress my animals, so I'm not going to distress my photo mat or my flippy thing. Okay, so we're going to put tape on the top of this, up on here. And we're not going to put it too close down to the fold because we don't want it to accidentally be seen. So we do need to burnish that. Don't want to trap any air in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slide this in. And then we're going to turn it over here. We're just going to fold back just a tiny bit at one end. Just a little bit at one end, right? And then we're going to bend this up like this to see how I've bent it right up. I folded up my flipper. So that's folded there. The back's folded up and the front's folded up. And I've got the front right up against my cut line. So it's right up. It's pushed up against my cut line like that. I can put my fingers in there already still, and I can push that against the cut line. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that down here where I pulled it out, and I'm going to pull that out, making sure that that's right up against my cut line, right? So here, got a little issue there, not enough tape. Stick that down. It's right up against there. But see how we've now got this gapy gap? So we're going to place this down here. We're going to get a nice wide tape. I'm going to put it across that gapy bit, and we're going to run our fingernails along in the groove there. And then we're going to put some tape along the top here. And then we're going to burnish those. Oh, we've got a nice embossed piece in there. But that actually gives us some serious security. And I'm going to put a bit across there. Because that's not stuck down well because I heated it. Rightio. So that flips really easily. It's lovely. It flips beautifully. Now we've got this little mat. Remember, I got you to make it identical to this one. And I specifically did that because I just wanted to make it easy this time. So we're going to hold these two together. You could bulldog clip or paper clip them together. And what we want to do, I'm taking the middle bit of tape out, just the middle piece. And I'm going to line these up. And I'm actually pushing this mat up into the groove here. It's going to push up into that groove just slightly. And that's okay. So I've got it under here, and we're going to line up the edges of our two mats together. We want to get them as nice and flush as we can. And then I'm going to sit that down. Sit that down and do that to stick the middle. So I've stuck the middle there. I'm going to come along and just sort of push it up and straighten it up a bit nicer. Well, it needs to be up that way. This is why we've just got a little bit of tape in the middle. I can kind of see it, but it'll be all right. And then we're going to come along and peel off our tape. It's okay if a little tiny bit shows, because what it tells the viewer of your awesome scrapbook layout is that there's something under here. It's nice and even at the top. Looks pretty. Rightio. I'm going to put our words sort of down here somewhere. So let's get our creatures out. I'm not going to even ink my creatures, I don't think. I think they're going to look naff if I ink them. The only things I haven't cut out are another one of them. I think that's an impala. Another flamingo. The bird that looks like a buzzard, but it's a hornbill, I think. I think that's a hornbill, not a buzzard. And the dancing bird. Oh, no. Just gonna have a clean up. I've got to do it. I'm just gonna do it. Oh, found out the other day, add insult to injury. Just one more thing for the weekend. We got a dancing breakup on Saturday.
Sounds like you think.
Does sound like a me thing, doesn't it?
I'll be just a little bit far away.
You'll be a little far away. Oh no, you won't be very far away actually. Saturday morning, you could do it before you left.
It's somebody say clips.
I think if we have some things that are interesting that are hidden underneath, it would look really cool. Got to include my little buddy. That sounds like a U. Could be your son.
Did you end up distressing that kid, Alyssa, with the one in school on?
Huh? No.
No. Yep, just in case. No, it's fine. There you go, there's a way to communicate with people like that.
It's Milton, wasn't it?
No, it's Sandra.
Oh, okay. Oh, hello, Sandra. Did you not read the thing?
Yeah. At that stage we said not yet.
Oh,
We
okay.
never got back to it.
Yeah, I did. But you didn't describe that. It's really, really hard to get good help. You do know that,
Are you
people.
hacking on my scrolling ability?
Oh, why wouldn't I?
I am trying to do two things at once, which is
Hey, you know how yesterday we used numbers on our card because I didn't have a title? Huh? I did have a title. Well, free. I think I actually possibly had an idea for using that when I designed that Wild and Free. I think the flowers look a bit odd.
what can I say?
What can you say? Well, not much. That looks odd. I love her.
I see the gentleman with the motorbike hasn't given up on around the street.
No, and our neighbour hasn't worked out where he lives yet. I thought he knew where he lived.
I thought he did too.
Let's do that. Okay. How to attack this? How do we attack this? And I think it does look better not distressed, this frame. I think it would just be too much. Right, yeah. Let's get rid of the things we're not going to use. They're just going to cause confusion. Rightio. So I'm going to grab some foam tape and some glue. Oh, I might try the new stuff. Maybe. Let's try it. And I'm going to get some tweezers. My title sort of shows up. I think it needs to be darker. Oh dear. Over an hour. So I'm going to get this 3D crystal accents, but you could do this dimensional magic or anything. And I'm just going to pat it onto my title. Pat the glossy stuff on so it's not nice and smooth. It's interesting. Oh, I need a bit more. Only thing I'm going to... Safety catch. Awesome idea. Best idea ever. Mine hasn't jammed up yet too. Interesting concept that. And let's remove it from the plastic so it doesn't dry on the plastic and get stuck like it has already. And I'm just going to sit it over here. Oh, look how it's brightened up. It's got a bit darker and brighter. I've got something on it. The bottle's a little harder to squeeze. It's just a bit harder to squeeze. That would be my only complaint with it. But there's probably a reason for that. Okay, so down here, I'm going to put my rhinoceros flat down in my dodgy corner. You probably don't need to have a dodgy corner. Oh, that's a bit much. And then I'm going to put a line on foam. And then this elephant down the bottom here, I'm going to put him flat. I've got plans for the giraffe. Look, see, because it takes so much for me to squeeze it, I get a bit much out. If you're worried about your hands, go with glossy accents. I don't want to cut his eyes off. But I want his tusk to sort of come around, or her tusk to sort of come around the circle like that. And then the zebra, I'm going to put on foam. Here. But can't be above the bottom of the flipper because it can't get caught. You don't want to get caught. And then this little guy here, I'm going to put on foam this flamingo. Bamingo, as Noah used to call them. Just there. So when you put it in the page protector and you cut your page protector along here, you'll just stick your flamingo out. Your flamingo will be external to your page protector. So then let's look at our giraffe here. So we want our giraffe friend to go here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my page sideways. I'm going to put my giraffe so he goes over the boundary here, like the lion over there. So he sort of like makes it all make sense. And then I'm going to carefully cut his neck here. Oh, I should have said that. I'm going to cut in here. Right. And then I'm going to get my little applicator. I'm just going to put this back together, sort of, so I get the angle right. And I'm going to have him on the line. See the line there? On the cut line. So that's there. Oh, I hope I don't get pinged for that. And then we're going to put glue on the back of here. You know what I love about the applicator bottle is you can just use the needle part of the applicator, the end, to spread the glue. Oh yeah, there's a twins. Oops, I got glue there. Oopsie. So then I'm just going to lift this up momentarily and I'm going to sit this under here. Now I'm gluing it to my fake photo, I know. And I'm just going to hold that up and get that in position. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm going to use... I'm just going to hold up my flippy thing. Just sort of get him in the right position. I've glued him to my fake photo, but I can peel him off later. See? Looks like it's meant to be. Now nothing can go over this fold here because anything that goes over the fold will get jammed. So let's put our meerkat here, flat. So here's our little meerkat because we used the big meerkat yesterday or last night. And then we're going to put our friend, I think this is an impala. My brother has an impala. It's not an animal, it's an American muscle car. And then when we put on our friend here, we've got to make sure that his antlers don't go beyond the page. Right, and she's going to go...
Yeah, she's going to be dehorned later, dear.
Yeah, and we're going to get pinged on that one too.
I like being blown back next week.
Let's tuck her in there. She's a leopard. That's a cheetah. Cheetahs have brown eyes in this, and leopards have blue. And the lion's eyes are gold. Okay, so this elephant we're going to stick in here. Just make sure you have their eyes sort of out from underneath. Oh, got too much glue on there. I'm not a fan of glue. Let's just be honest. I've gone through phases where I didn't use any glue at all. If it required glue, I didn't do it. And other phases where I just did everything with glue. And then I'm going to stick the lioness with foam. But Gonna tuck the lioness behind the elephant there, even though he's flat. But she's on foam. Just tuck it behind there. So next, let's put our cheetah there, and we're going to put that cheetah on foam. Has anyone got any questions? And then a bird, which I don't know what it is. Jacqueline, do you know what this bird is? Jacqueline's the reason why I know that other bird's not a buzzard.
Jacqueline does an amazing job of describing.
Yes, Jacqueline is an amazing scribe. And then we're going to put
Much better than
a bird here. And tuck the feet behind. And then our little meerkat, we're going to pop him on foam too. Got more glue.
It's a brogue.
Brolga.
And Marie said your layout is beautiful, looks beautiful. And
Thank you, Marie.
love those animals.
Okay. So let's stick. They're both the same cat. I know they're the same cat. It's okay. Not watch it there. Need another little animal. I have to cut out the buzzard bird. Nope. No, I just need to adjust things. Okay. Got issues here now.
We're just trying to say.
Just gonna. Now I'm going to use the same trick again. And I'm going to hold this up. And I'm just going to hold it up so my view continues through. Stick that like that. See? I like it, I like it, I like it. And then my glossy adventurous title, which is still a bit damp. I think I just need to put this stuff in an applicator bottle. So I'm just gonna put a tiny bit, and I'm gonna try and have a tiny bit because I keep on squeezing the bottle so hard. This is not the first time they've discontinued Dimensional Magic either. I think this is the third time in 20 years they've tried to discontinue Dimensional Magic. I don't reckon it's going to go well. It's not going to boat. It hasn't gone down well, and a lot of people haven't found out yet because we weren't notified. And it's a bit of a secret online. They released a new packaging type, but didn't actually release stock to certain places. Like, yeah. I'm going to put this on a bit of an angle. No. Yeah, I'm going to put it on a bit of an angle. Oh, it's stuck to my fingers. I don't like glue. Bit of an angle. Yeah. And it keeps sticking to me. Not quite dry yet. Yeah, I've got a bit of sequin stuck in it. Come out, sequin. Oh no, under there. Don't want to touch it too much because I'll take the shininess away. And I've got a bit there that I missed. Oopsie. Missed a tiny bit. Oh, now I've got the page. That's clogged up now. How's that? So I'll show you all the bits so you can take some screenshots.
Trish Davis said, love this page. Trish said was grey crowned crane, I believe, and then Jackie agreed with her. That she wrong.
Looks like a brolga. Scribes like a brolga.
Birds there, Trish.
No.
You make that look so easy, says Debbie.
I don't know about that.
Must be my awesome scribe.
It's nothing to do with your scribe.
I'm sitting here trying to create Facebook hype for all your classes you're doing.
It's just a few.
Just,
So there we go. That's what we made. And journaling. So journaling would go here. Definitely put like the date down here somewhere, or date here, but a bit of journaling, a little tiny bit of journaling here on the. So you could either use the edge of this as a thing, or angle it with if it didn't go all the way down to here, just a couple little lines there of journaling on the same direction as your adventurous word, which is good. But yeah. So there you go. Interactive scrapbook page. I was going to do a double, and then I thought. So when are we back next? We are back.
Oh, you're doing your roundup in the morning first.
So we got to round up in the morning, or catch up. I printed a big one of these too. So we are 9:30 tomorrow morning. Naomi John's doing alcohol links. If you watch that, there's something special in there. 1:30 in the afternoon, I'm using a creative builder that you have not seen yet. And then at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon, Naomi John's doing some mixed media gift tags. I think she might be doing a little bit of a serendipity, but she's using a product you've not seen before. And then 6:30 tomorrow night, she's doing her mixed media with products you haven't seen. If you watch the catch up in the morning, you will see these products. You will see them, but you might know which one we're going to use, but you might not. But yes, you will see the products for tomorrow. So we've got products we're releasing tomorrow, and there are. Where are we? No, that's not tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 products that go together we're releasing tomorrow. So there's 12 new products tomorrow. You're going to love them.
Specials.
And there's a super special and a secondary special. But then you've got to watch some of the classes to get other specials. But there is a special tomorrow. And it's a special that when we do it, when we have this item on special, people go nuts. Yeah, we've had a special accidentally with it before. So some of you might know what's going to be on special tomorrow. So there we go. So that's what we made this week. We made the card. We did the flippy thing this week. And we made the page. Oh, there you go. Joanne just took her photo. I need to trim this up. I might hand cut it out to a lovely square so it's pretty. Not with the dodge bits. But it is our birthday week. So before we signed up to do the Geeks thing, we were actually doing a birthday weekend event already. We would have been doing these in any case, but we thought we'll do that as well at the same time, and we might get some new customers. Fingers crossed. We just need some extras. Never know your luck in the big city, and we're not in the big city. But yeah, so that's it. Thank you very much for coming along. Sorry I was running late. My phone is now on the new 16.1.1 update with the really big numbers at the front screen.
There are frogs tomorrow.
What's that? No frogs tomorrow, Karen. Still looking at frogs, trying to con one of my children into doing the frogs for us because I can't find what I want. Oh, Great International Craft Show. Oh, I'm just straightening this up. Great International Craft Show, Diane. Number 15. We did the first few in 2020. But the last one we did classes a bit different. We did them all in their platform, and I just spent the whole time editing videos and loading videos and scribing for one or two people in something else. But you guys have got access to those classes in any case because they're still my intellectual property, and they are in the 2020 birthday week class, 2020 birthday week classes, because I loaded them there when I went away and had my the skin cancer on my nose taken off, and I had a skin graft and all that. But yes, that's from 2020, our 18th birthday. There we go. So that's what we've done. If you came along and said hello, hello. If you came along and left a comment, thank you. Cost Deborah. So we've got kits for most of the classes. We will make kits for most of the classes like we normally do. I think over this weekend you get access to their class platform for free. I think this weekend you might get I'm just really can't spell. I'm not left-handed. I think this weekend, I'm just trying to see, you might get access to the Craft Alive. No, I don't want to sign up for your emails. All events. You might get access to it for free. The classroom.
That would be nice.
It's a shopping hall. There's over 140 retailers apparently, and they've got a website. So it's if you go to craftalive.com.au and you click on all events, there is a live feed on Facebook on their Facebook page, and they have a classroom. And I thought I've already got stuff in their video library, and their online classroom. So you can get free access over the weekend to the live classes. But if you want to replay a video or watch a previous one, it's $20 a month. Yeah. But you guys, my classes that are in that classroom are in the, I'll try and bring it up to the top in the I'll pin the album back up in the group tomorrow. But the classes I've already got in their classroom, in their video library, you guys have already got in the Creative Family group. And what I do this weekend, you will get access to in any case, because they're my intellectual property. I haven't been paid for them, so you guys still get to watch them. Oh, I thought we only had cut one of the paper number 5. You seem to have extra animals. What page do you fussy cut them from? No, there was a 5 and a 6, Sandra. I fussy cut a paper 5 and a paper 6. That's how I've got so many animals. That's why I've got leaves and flowers. So there was a paper 5 and a paper 6 that we fussy cut for tonight. So there were 2 pages of fussy cutting, because these ones are probably the other one that I haven't. Yeah. So if you've got any questions, yell out. And don't be afraid to ask a question, because honestly, someone else probably has exactly the same question. I don't mind answering questions over and over. I would rather you guys know what's going on and be comfortable with everything beforehand. There will be kits for the classes that are going into that I'm going to do live for them, but there's only 2. So that's one at 4:00 Queensland time on Thursday, and one I think at 4:00 Queensland time on Saturday. So there's 2 classes. They're not very long, and it's, they're only going to be like 20-minute classes. Trust me. But yeah, so but there will be kits for those as well. I think the first kit's like $3.75, but it's a new release product. So there we go. I hope I answered that question right, Sandra. Thank you all for coming along. I got glue all over my hands. Take care, stay safe. I love yous all, and we will see you all tomorrow morning for our daily roundup. We've got some fun. We're going to try and have some fun. Hopefully you saw our story this afternoon with packing the trolley. It was the girls packing parcels onto the trolley to go to the Australia Post. Yeah, I don't know if Naomi John can actually put that somewhere else for you to see that video, because it's quite funny.
I'll find it.
You'll find it. I bet you don't. So take care, stay safe, love yous all. Thank you very much for coming along. Thank you very much for being a wonderful customer. And yeah, we really do appreciate you guys. You don't get to 20 years without a good tribe. And you guys are our tribe. You really don't get to 20 years without a good bunch of customers on your side. And I really, truly appreciate you guys. Yeah. We're our family. So we will see you all tomorrow morning. I'm that person that can't hang up on the phone.
Yep.
Honestly. I'm terrible, hey. I'm terrible, Muriel. See you later. Take care. Love yous all. Bye.